We're tracking developments around President Trump's order to deploy 200 National Guard troops to protect federal facilities in Portland. Well, following last night, there were arrests last night that included a conservative influencer that caught the attention of the White House and is now sparking a federal investigation. We are also awaiting a ruling from a federal judge set to decide whether to grant a temporary restraining order, pushing pause on the troop rollout. Once again, we have live team coverage beginning with Alma McCarty live outside the South Portland Ice Building. So Alma, how's it looking there tonight?
Yeah, David, this is night 5 out here for us at the ICE facility, and I can tell you right now, some of the protesters tonight are, of course, vocal, but this small group is also interspersed with people who seem to be pro-ICE. Then, of course, there is their camp that is further down the block where things are relatively peaceful, and, of course, there are folks who are kind of interspersed with the media who is on this side of the road. You also have the onlookers, and really throughout this entire week, including today, people here, whether protesting or observing, they shared a similar message. Any kind of troop deployment for this demonstration doesn't make a lot of sense. Black Hawk helicopters circle in the sky over South Portland, while on the ground a small number of protesters wave signs ahead of the arrival of National Guard soldiers.
And I'm down here because I don't feel it's safe to put the National Guard troops on Oregon streets or American streets at all.
Some here as young as 11.
I'm out here because my parent is an immigrant, and I want to come out here and support and show that there should be peace in the world.
The protest, which has garnered national attention, still remains confined to these four corners by the ICE facility.
I think it's pointless. There's maybe 100 people out here every night just talking and yelling sometimes, listening to music, eating, having a good time. That's how it's been for 100 days now.
And that 100 people includes not just demonstrators, but journalists, security personnel, Portland police liaison officers, and a handful of right-wing influencers, often from out of town.
They do deserve to have a voice to be down here, and they do have a right to film and put their things out there. And I do agree with what they're doing, but I don't agree with how they're doing it.
One of these influencers, Nick Sortor, arrested and charged by Portland police for disorderly conduct. 2 others arrested on the same charges. Sortor's arrest outraging the White House.
The Department of Justice spoke with that journalist this morning, and they will be launching a full investigation into his arrest.
The amount of dissidence that's being expressed down there, not even directed at immigration or at the facility, but the amount of dissonance being expressed towards one another is at a fevered pitch. And that's where we need to start bringing the temperature down.
At times, conflict escalates between armed agents and protesters. Video from Thursday night captured the moment Leilani Payne was pepper sprayed in the eyes.
I weigh 95 pounds, and these are 4 guys on me. So I put my hands up and I said, I'm just standing here exactly where you asked me to. And then he maced me in the face for 3 seconds straight without warning.
And on Friday, agents tackled a protester to the ground, though the reason is unclear.
If you do come out here, just be safe, okay? You don't want to come out here and have to get taken away.
David, and again at this hour, the protest out here is not only relatively small, the mood is kind of light. There's in fact a gentleman here who is using bubbles. I spoke with him earlier this week, and he told me he's doing this to really lighten the mood out here, but things are not feeling all that intense at this time. On Friday, we'll be sure to continue following the protests and this entire situation. For now, back to you.
Yeah, and interesting that Portland police were arresting people for blocking traffic this evening. I'm glad everything's okay. Stay safe out there.